Step into a modern attic on a sunny afternoon and you'll feel the heat radiating off the roof boards. It seems harmless at first, but over time this heat is silently killing your timber, causing it to warp, crack and weaken. What most homeowners don't realize is that extreme or fluctuating temperatures accelerate decay, even if the wood appears dry. Centuries ago, Vikings faced the same challenge, especially in their longhouses where roofs endured both blazing sun and icy winters. Yet their timber structures lasted hundreds of years. Today, we're uncovering how heat damages roof timber and the clever techniques Vikings used to prevent it. Subscribe to Echoes of Valor now, because these ancient strategies can save your timber from a slow, invisible death. The first reason heat is so destructive is that it dries timber unevenly. Wood naturally contains moisture, and when one side of a beam is exposed to intense heat while the other remains cooler, it expands and contracts at different rates. Over months and years, this repeated movement causes microcracks and splits, creating entry points for moisture, fungi, and insects. Vikings avoided this problem by carefully selecting timber with stable grain patterns and dense growth rings. They favoured slow-grown oak or pine that could tolerate temperature extremes without cracking. Today, using dense, well-seasoned wood for critical rafters or beams can mimic this approach and, significantly extend the life of your roof. Roof orientation and design were central to temperature management. Viking builders often positioned the roof to maximize shade and wind exposure, ensuring timber didn't remain in prolonged direct sunlight. The steep pitch of their longhouse roofs also minimized surface exposure during the hottest parts of the day while promoting airflow. Modern builders can apply this principle by considering roof pitch and orientation relative to the sun. Even minor adjustments in overhangs, shading, or ventilation can reduce heat stress on timber, preventing long-term deterioration. Ventilation was another essential factor in protecting timber from heat. Vikings understood that hot air trapped beneath roof boards would weaken wood over time, so they designed passive airflow systems that moved hot air away while keeping the structure dry. Ridge gaps, open eaves, and ventilated battens allowed air to circulate, carrying excess heat away from rafters. Today, creating continuous airflow through ridge vents, soffit vents, or ventilated battens ensures that heat does not stagnate, which reduces thermal stress and helps maintain timber strength. Today, creating continuous airflow through ridge vents, soffit vents, or ventilated battens ensures that heat does not stagnate, which reduces thermal stress and helps maintain timber strength. Timber preparation and treatment were subtle but effective. Vikings often air-dried timber for months or even years before installation, reducing internal moisture content and making the wood less prone to heat-induced expansion. They sometimes applied natural oils, such as linseed or pine resin, which not only repelled moisture, but also helped regulate internal timber temperature by slowing the movement of moisture. For modern applications, air-drying timber applying breathable protective coatings and avoiding trapped synthetic sealants can help reduce the impact of heat on roof beams. The spacing and placement of roof boards also contributed to heat protection. Boards were deliberately staggered and aligned to reduce stress on individual rafters, allowing heat to dissipate evenly across the roof surface. This careful placement minimized weak points where cracks could form. Modern roofers can mimic this by paying attention to board alignment and spacing, allowing timber to expand and contract safely rather than forcing stress onto single beams. Even the insulation methods in Viking roofs helped mitigate heat damage. While they did not use synthetic insulation, layers of thatch, moss or reed provided thermal buffering, preventing timber from reaching extreme temperatures during the day and moderating cold at night. Today, using breathable insulation materials with air gaps or ventilated roofing systems can provide similar thermal protection without trapping moisture, ensuring that timber survives both heat and humidity. Regular maintenance was part of the solution as well. Vikings would inspect roofs periodically, replacing boards showing early signs of cracking and adjusting roof coverings to maintain airflow and minimize direct heat exposure. Modern homeowners can replicate this with seasonal inspections, checking for warping, micro cracks, and ensuring ventilation channels remain clear. Small adjustments, like repositioning shingles or adding ventilated battens, can prevent minor heat stress from becoming structural damage. Applying these lessons today is both practical and cost-effective. Start by using dense, well-seasoned timber. Plan your roof orientation to reduce heat exposure, ensure proper ventilation with ridge and soffit vents, and apply breathable protective coatings. Pay attention to board placement and alignment, use ventilated insulation, and inspect your roof regularly. By combining these strategies, you can protect timber from the hidden, slow damage caused by heat, just as Vikings did centuries ago. If this guide helped you understand why heat kills timber and how ancient builders solved the problem, subscribe to Echoes of Valor and share this video with fellow history buffs, builders, or anyone interested in preserving wood for generations. Viking wisdom may be old, but it offers some of the most reliable strategies for keeping your roof strong, dry, and enduring.